Here you go.
Yes.
Interviewer now.
All right. Here we are with the lovely Liandra,
Hello. Again.
who is something of a polyglot.
I love that for me.
Yes, she's like, you made it up. You made it up. So tell us, you are Brazilian. Yes,
I am.
Brazil proud, and living in Portugal. But what languages do you speak?
So the first one, of course, was English because it's mandatory in Brazil. And when I was growing up, there was no alternative. Now, when I was finishing high school, they started to give you options, only one option, of learning Spanish as well. But since I was already full on English, I decided to keep it. But I do come from a context of a family that speaks pretty much everyone spoke 2 or 3 languages because most of them work in tourism, so they had to. So I grew up around this environment of people that travel a lot and that who speak a lot of languages. So when I was around 13, I said that besides English, because we start very early on, I wanted to learn French, German, and Italian. And since my grandfather already spoke German, he said, okay, let's begin with German then, because it's the hardest of them all. And he was right. So hard. But yeah, I'll just we'll make a small parenthesis here to say that it was really hard because, of course, the grammar is like insane. So many exceptions to the rules and so many rules. So yeah, it is hard, and I am not particularly a fan of grammar in any language. I even had problems with Portuguese grammar in school. But it was specifically hard to learn in a country where there's no cultural influence from German at all. So you do not immerse at any one point other than the classroom. And that's 2-3 hours a week. And that's it. And back then, I completely ignored the fact that consuming the culture is crucial to learning any language, like watching movies, hearing music. I would do, but like very sporadically and not enough. And when I went to Germany the first time to do a German course for 1 month in Munich, love Munich. In 1 month, my language knowledge like exploded. Fast forward like 2 years of learning in the classroom back in Brazil, I learned in 1 month like this because I had to speak in the supermarket, in the pharmacy. When things happen when you're traveling, so you need to figure out. And sometimes people do not speak English in Germany, even in big cities like Munich. So I had to improvise. And back then, there's no Google Translate in your phone, so I had to okay, I need this specific word, and then I can explain the rest. So I would look in the dictionary. Okay, and then I will mimic. I will do stuff, and at the end, I could communicate. But yeah, that's when I realized that immersion is key for learning. So yeah, that was the first one, German. And then after that, after I finished university, my aunt said, "Oh, didn't you say you wanted to learn Italian? Let's go to Italy." And I of course started studying in Brazil. I studied for 3 months, like the normal classroom thing, and then I went to Italy for 3 months. Thanks to my beautiful family who supported me and to make this dream come true. But yeah, in 6 months I was fluent. But 2 things: Italian is also very close to Portuguese because they're both Latin languages, so having the Portuguese helped me a lot. But yeah, doing the 3-month immersion, and I would meaningfully go after people and try to force friendships with them.
But they love that.
No, for example, I was staying at the university dormitory, so I had to use the kitchen. And when I got there were people, Italians, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing? What are you cooking?" And people were also very friendly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I took every opportunity I possibly could to speak with locals. And I remember this guy from Naples, and he had a really like traditional Naples accent, and it was really difficult to understand him at first. I was like, oh my god, I studied so hard and I cannot understand anything he's saying. But like 2 weeks, and like after that, I was like almost fluent. Okay, talk to me. Let's go.
Yeah.
And it goes so fast. It goes so fast when you're there. So yeah. Oh, also Spanish. My Spanish is not the best, but I can communicate. um, but it was so Brazil. It's the only country that doesn't speak Spanish in whole Latin America. But we received a lot of cultural influence from them for this geographic proximity. So because of reggaeton, because of the telenovelas as well. So we still to this day we have like this cultural exchange with the other Latin American countries. So yeah, when I moved to the south of Brazil, where there are a lot of Argentinians, and I was working, I had to speak Spanish with them. So that helped me a lot. But before that, I started watching a lot of Netflix series in Spanish, and I picked up a lot of things from those. Those are great. Watch anything you like. Yeah, watch anything you like in the language that you want. It needs to be something that you like, not like boring documentaries of stuff you're not interested about. But if you do find something that you are genuinely interested in, try to find content in the language that you're learning, because this will also accelerate your knowledge. So yeah, my Spanish comes from Netflix and this job I had, and I also had an Argentinian boyfriend for 3 months. So that's also
yes, I was going to say this is a great way to learn a language. That's hot beyond words tip. Is if you can find a boyfriend, a lover, a partner, this is a great way to learn a language.
It is,
or a girlfriend.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Spanish, and what else? So and the only one that's left is French. And one and a half year ago, more or less, I decided to I'm gonna start dedicating a little bit of time to French, because this is my dream. So I need to make room for it. But since I really didn't want to go to like normal classes and go to classrooms and learn like grammar rules, because for me in my context of learning the language is not really important to like know every single thing. I decided to start listening to podcasts and watching movies and hearing and listening to music a little bit more. And I got to the point where I did this online test, and at the end it gave me B1 in French. And I was like, ooh, congratulations for me. But yeah, 1 month ago I started like taking private classes, like conversational classes, and it has been great, because then we talk about beyond words, we talk about like really contextualized things that are a part of my life, and I'm learning like super fast.
And I think, as you said, the more you build on languages, the easier it is to acquire more.
Exactly.
Obviously you jump to Mandarin, you jump to Finnish,
Arabic,
you jump to Arabic, there's different you kind of start over again. But I just think even training your brain to learn a language again as an adult makes it easier to add other languages. We should stay tuned for Beyond Words France, because that is on my list of languages. Me and my husband watch L'Agence, which is a real estate reality show. If you haven't seen it, fantastic. We're obsessed of a French family, a Parisian real estate family, and it's our way of like, and it's amazing, like you said, actually what you retain.
Yeah, it is.
And I met a woman who was traveling the world. She was trying to the fastest or something to go to every country. Young woman, she was amazing. And she spoke a lot of languages, and she was really disciplined. And what she said was she would start the movie. What was it? She would watch the movie dubbed even, or start the movie with subtitles, watch the movie once with subtitles, and then watch the movie again without subtitles.
Oh, okay.
So she could kind of get the gist and understand enough to be able to contextualize. And that really does help to anchor, like have a few, bits of things that you understand to go on. But yeah, that's exciting. So Portuguese, Spanish, German, English, and French to be on the platter. Yes, that's great. And yes, do you have anything else you want to add? Any tips?
I think I gave a lot of tips during this conversation, but it's really important to get things in context.
Yes.
So, I also forced myself to read a couple of books in the languages that I was learning. Of course, there are books for every single level now these days, and you can find lists of anywhere. Books that you can read according to your level of Spanish, English, blah blah blah. Look for those if you like reading. I like a lot, so that also is was a really great thing that I did, because it's entertainment, but it's also study, but it doesn't feel like study because it's something nice that you're doing. So it's not like boring and so you do it with pleasure.
And if you have kids, one of the greatest things is like, so my Catalan is quite good because as my kids, their books are simple. So you're reading their simple books, you're reading their homework assignments. So it's like you're kind of learning at, the second grade level that you're in, but it's actually really helpful. So if you have kids, learn with them, read their books. Children's books are great because they're very didactic in these things.
And watch cartoons as well. When I was in Germany, I would watch SpongeBob SquarePants in German, and it was great.
You get a foreign lover, and you watch movies together. It's not that hard.
No,
actually, it's really not that hard.
And you come to Beyond Words.
And you come to Beyond Words, exactly. You treat where you can maybe find. No, it's great. And I think that even our participants have said that, and because that's the biggest thing I think is, it doesn't matter what you have to hear it. So training your ear, because as you know, with French, the accent in Spain is very fast. They speak very quickly. And as I mentioned, accents in any country, in any language, vary from region. German varies across the countries, or across the country, and within countries that speak German as well. So it's important that you train your ear, and there really is only one way to do that, to hear it. And then the hardest thing is to speak. You will never get better at speaking without speaking.
Exactly.
And I think that's the thing we encourage. We have the most incredible, in our Galicia retreats, language facilitator, Laura. She's a trained English as a second language and Spanish as a second language teacher, and a tour guide with a passion for sustainable tourism. She's a nature tour guide, a city tour guide, and she is just the most kind, nurturing, knowledgeable, my God, person
so much knowledge.
That I've ever met. And having her along is like, it's almost like your little security blankie.
Exactly.
And so that's the idea. She gives us briefings. She's not here to be your teacher. She can do classes with you before, but having that someone there, because what we really want from our participants is you get in what you put out. You get out what you put in. That's the saying. Clearly my English is great. You get out what you put in, and we really want people to be ordering food, asking that, striking up conversations, speaking amongst each other without shame, without fear. Everybody,
or judgment.
Anyone who's learned another language or speaks another language has been where you've been, and we forget that, and we get shy for no reason. And I think most people, particularly in Galicia, are so warm and so friendly and so welcoming of visitors, and especially in these rural areas. And that's the difference from being in a larger tourist center, is that in these rural areas, they're so happy to see you, though. They're happy for tourism. And that's, you don't feel like there's an oversaturation. There's like, we welcome you. We appreciate the support. And they're excited that somebody wants to come to their village, to their area, and to learn about their culture and their traditions.
Excited to tell us about their culture.
They really are. And they're proud, as they should be, because they've got a slice of heaven on earth.
And the food is
food. If anything else, actually forget everything. Just come for the food.
Amazing. All right. Oh yeah, I think that's it. And as we said, follow us to know more. And please let us know, where should we go next?
Yes. And see you all in October in lovely Galicia.
Woo.